Here we go, coming in live from South Suburban Sports Complex, deep in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. We are fighting against a bunch of traffic here in rink number 3. I'm Harry Haviland. You're back live with the OTT Sports Network. We coming off a big win yesterday. Now your Warriors are set to take on Colorado Springs Tigers, wearing the dark jerseys. Warriors in those crisp grays. Loving all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in across the globe. We've got people chiming in from Mexico, as Brian brought up yesterday, all the way from Canada, across everywhere into Europe, Asia. Waiting for those Australian fans to come back, but I know they're on summer break or something right now because it's opposite world down there. We're here to have some fun. These kids are having some fun. Off to a great start this season, 2-0 to start. Up against the Tigers team I know nothing about. We're going to see what happens here. Coming out to start this one, looks like Bodain's going to be at center right with Stewart and Haviland on the wings. DeLeo and Stewart getting into their action out there, getting each other pumped up. He's out there with Kolcheski on defense to start this. Back in net, Graham taking a big stance between the pipes. Bodain wins that one, back over to Kolcheski. Music continues to pump in through here as they're just going to play it like it's lacrosse. Oh, there, now the music goes quiet. Game is underway. Tigers battling for it. Bodain on his backhand circles around center ice. We're down here at ice level, no press box in rink 3, so it might be a little bit of some weird angles. We'll be looking through people's heads, can't see the corners, but we're going to get the best action that we can for you. It's tough to see through the glass at that angle. It doesn't matter what we're doing. Kolcheski racing back on this one as the Tigers push him back into his own zone. Up to Stewart, spinning around his back over to Bodain. Bodain now crosses the red line. Breaking in across there, 3-on-5. They strip the puck off and turn back around. Bevan and Cannonberg step out on fresh D. They come around 1. Coming in on Cannonberg now, gets a stick on that one as it goes up over the boards and over the net. Bevan banks that one hard up against the boards. Haviland's still out there looking for a change now. He got to get off the ice. Bevan skates through. Dumps that one in across the blue line. Tigers coming out of their own zone. Up to the blue line. Cannonberg swinging a stick at it. Castillo stepping up to take that body out. They turn, dump that one in off a skate. And Cannonberg's coming out of his own zone. Cannonberg racing, gets tripped up right in front of the referee. Goes down, but then the puck comes all the way back over to Bevan. Bevan up the far side to Castillo. He's going to break in. Use that size and speed to his advantage. Centering pass just out of the reach. Bounces all the way back to center ice. Lauber has it now. Fans can get rowdy here. The banging of the glass. We're going crazy at rink 3 at South Suburban Sports Center. Taking the shot, puck still loose in front. Looking to cover it. Bounces out all the way over to the corner. Tigers waiting to clear that one. Dump it up over, and Lauber's going to go over to pick this one up. Off of his backhand, skating through, trying to push it through up, gets it to Castillo. Castillo's got Popovic going towards the front of the net. Weber's calling for it as well. That puck gets picked up by the Tigers, back out to Popovic, who's got it on his tape, flips it towards the front of the net. That one gets deflected into the corner. Back out to the point, held in there by Kolcheski. And then bounces it out. Lauber takes his player out hard. Sticks are swinging, but it goes all the way in deep. Popovic going into the corner for it, centering pass in front, bounces off a defender and goes in. It doesn't matter how, it just went in. Popovic with a great effort, putting that one towards the front of the net, gets the right bounce, and takes a 1-0 lead here. 9:28 left to go, first period action. Your Warriors are up over the Colorado Springs Tigers. I'm Harry Haviland. You're live with us here. Brian is just showing up too. Diane's going to be so happy to get off of this camera. Brian's back in the building.
You want me to do it, or?
Yeah, Di's like, yeah, absolutely get on here. I only have the one mic plugged in. I know it's probably a different sound quality because the 2 doesn't work, but we'll get Brian in here. We'll stand like shoulder to shoulder and we'll talk into one mic. Pass in front. Tigers try to swing this one out of their own zone. They get it. Back check there by Fredette. Jumps over Bevan's stick into the corner. It's going to be an icing call all the way back down the ice. And camera people are swapping out. Welcome him back, Brian Bro.
Didn't we just score?
We did just score. Yeah, she's not professional enough to know how to put the score up there.
Well,
See, we got the pro back here.
Apparently, either is the scorekeepers.
The scorekeepers, yeah, the scorekeepers. Now they have it up there. Oh, third period. We've got third period here. See, that's why we got Brian back. Play is underway. Tigers getting this one out of their own zone. Back one-on-one against Bevan. She turns to skate into that one. Tigers lose the handle. They come in onside. Tip back up, and Foster coming across center ice. Back over, flipped up by DeLeo. They're banging right in front of us here in the glass. Tip that one off the boards. DeLeo trying to get this one back out. Kick to their skates, take the shot. Tip down in front. Another shot goes. That one goes a little bit wide. Graham was reaching for it. Bevan up the boards to Manic. Manic tripped up, can't get it out of zone, placing two players at the blue line. They turn, fire that one in. Graham puts it in his trapper, closes the door. Hanging on to this one, 8:18 left to go. 1-0 lead here for your Warriors. And I'm taking up a collection under the overpass by the freeway here, selling carnations, trying to get us some microphones that Brian and I can both have and won't have all that background noise on it. Yesterday afternoon, I made $3.86. So by the time these kids graduate high school, I might be halfway to one headset. Tipped in off the side of the net. Cannonberg fires that one around the boards for Haviland to look to pick up. He puts it up, and it doesn't get through the defender. They come skating in, get the shot off. Cannonberg now behind his net. Gonna go the other way. He's got Stewart up on the left wing, or the right wing. Left to me, right to you. Stewart racing up the far side. Stewart comes in, takes that shot, fires it high and wide. Up against the glass. Really weird angle here, trying to shoot from on ice. You get the action right in front of us, but it's tough to see in some of those corners. Bodine behind the net, over to Haviland. Now shot's blocked, tips it again. It's in front. Stewart spinning with it. Onto the stick of Tigers as they come back out to center ice, 1-on-2. Skate through. Lauber puts a body on it, and Stewart gets the puck. Back up to Bodine. Gets caught up in the ref skates. And the Tigers turn and dump it back out. They don't even gain the zone. Lauber has it back on his stick. Up to Haviland on the left wing. Haviland spinning at the blue line, stays outside, tries to hand that over to Bodine. Kai doesn't get enough on that one. The Tigers turn ice that one all the way down. Whistle sounds with 6:56 left to go. First period action here at South Sub. You're live, the OTT Sports Network, bringing you Arapahoe PWA Navy hockey all season long.
Feels so weird here not having the color comment.
The color, I know we could plug that other mic in.
No.
I listened to it again. I'm gonna have to make that investment. I'll hit the bank and see if they'll give me a loan. I don't think the carnation business selling them under the overpass is gonna work out for me here.
I'll take a look on Amazon, see what I can find here.
I just want to make sure we get the right ones that we can plug 2 Bluetooth headsets in, or 2 earpieces or whatever, and we can make it work. Because everybody misses the 2 voices, I know. I could give this right up. You can do the whole thing.
No, that wouldn't serve anybody good.
Yeah, it's not professional. We're getting booed by the crowd here right now because of our unprofessionalism. But hopefully the sound is coming through. If somebody's listening and wants to give me a text, and if it's the same as it's been yesterday, we'll make sure we get something else working on. But the play's underway, and we're not here to listen to me whine about anything. DeLeo goes down, and Tigers try and get it out of their own zone. Weber with it now, coming towards the front of the slot, takes a shot, blocker save, that one goes down, kicked wide. All the way up to center ice, Tigers coming the other way. Kolcheski pushes that one out, forcing the offside. Great call there. Crowd letting the refs know that they appreciate their skills out there, making a great call there.
I've never seen an offside call like that, Harry. That was
No.
the best I've seen in my all years of watching hockey.
Kolcheski did a great little poke there to keep it out and force it to play, and the refs were bam right on top of that, Emerald style. Foster at center. Gets that one up to Manick. He's got Fredette on the other wing with him. Back over to Cannonberg on D. Spinning. There's that spinning again that we've seen a lot of yesterday. Dumps it. In Savardian fashion. I don't know, can you even Google Dennis Savard and his spinorama? They had YouTube back then, right?
I think that was way before computers, wasn't it?
I think it was before computers. Coming around the far side. Tigers try to get out of their zone, getting pestered in there behind by Foster. Get it back out. Manick with a shot going over to the far side. Fredette chasing it down. Dumps it into the corner to Foster. Foster coming in with his backhand, trying to center that one up. Gets tipped off his stick back over to Fredette in the corner. Foster back on to Fredette, taking that shot. Sneaky little slapper into the corner. The goalie sees it in the last minute. Foster trying to get back over to Fredette there. They're battling in the corner against two Tigers players. Foster trying to come out with it. Tips that one back to the point, and Bevan dumps it right back in, and the battle can continue. Fredette circling around. Centering pass right in front. Foster hammering away, and he gets that one. Good look there by Fredette coming around the net, and Foster crashing in front of that net, finds his second rebound and buries it. It's 2-0 for your Warriors here. 4:57 left to go. First period action still underway.
You know, I got a real good view of the ref's back on that goal, Harry. I think you'll see it on the replay. We saw a lot of ref and not a lot of goal that time.
A lot of rep and not a lot of goal?
Yeah.
That's all right. We're working out this weird, like usually when we're up in the rafters in the press box, you get that good angle. We can look down to the goal cameras and everything. That's what happens when you're down here on ring 3 or at ringside. Some great angles and some tough ones. Barrett coming across, trying to center that one over to Haviland. Barrett, now I'm calling them by their first names. Bodine back out to Cannonberg. Cannonberg slides that one across. Bevan just mishandles it. She still dumps it into the corner. Bodine behind the net. Taking it in front, Stewart battling. There's gonna be a Calder. I can't even see what the ref's doing or who's going. But they're gonna give a penalty. Or what is it? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, can you hear it? It sounds good? Perfect. Crease violation. 3 seconds in the key. Everybody blow the whistle. We're out. They take this one all the way out. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm going to have to reread the rule book this afternoon for the 17th time in the last 3 weeks, and I still can't get past page 2 without falling asleep. Kolcheski at the point. Hammers that one in. Stewart's going to chase it into the corner. Rings that around the boards. Haviland there to pick it up. Skating his way out of the corner. Dumps it back in behind the net for Stewart. Stewart goes down, going into the side. Stewart pressuring up against the boards, against 3 players in dark. Stewart still gets that one back out to Bodine. Bodine at the blue line. That one just jumps over. They call it onside. Haviland at the top of the slot. They turn, and Weber's going to have to come back and get this one. Or Lauber, sorry. Back over to Bodine. Bodine at center. He's got some room. He's going to skate this one through. Gets it tipped away back into center ice. Back to Lauber. Dumps that one in. It's going to be offside as they couldn't quite clear the zone. 3:44 left to go. 2-0 lead here right now for your Warriors over this Tigers team who crawled their way up I-25 from Colorado Springs this morning. Castillo back out there at the draw. Castillo wins that one cleanly. Back over to Cannonberg, who dumps it, or Kolcheski, sorry, who dumps it up quick. 80 and 81. I got to get those two figured out. Weber coming in hard with it. Lauber coming in hard with it. Weber going towards the net. Race into the point. That one sneaks across the blue line, dumps right back out to the Tigers. Coming across center, Castillo breaks it up. Popovic on the far side now. Popovic puts that back to, and they just jumped up on the boards in time to avoid the too many men on the ice. Back up to Castillo. Castillo coming in hard on the left wing, powering his way towards the front of the net. Back over Weaver with the shot loose, and then over to Popovic's side. Bevan steps in off the blue line. Bevan wrapping around, puts it off the boards. So Castillo's going to chase it into the near corner. I can't see what's happening in there, but I heard a crash. Castillo comes out with it, fires a hard one there. Goalie gets a blocker on it, knocking it down with Weber now fighting behind the net. Banging away in Highland. We played Highland yesterday. The Tigers from Colorado Springs come out of their own zone with it. Great back check there by Castillo, picked back up by DeLeo. DeLeo gets hauled down there with no call on the play. Trying to kick that one forward, spun back around by the Tigers. Tigers pass it out, it gets across to center ice. Neutral zone action here with Popovic, kicking it behind himself, spinning in front. Popovic still looking for it, back to DeLeo now as the Tigers go off for a change. DeLeo dumps that one in deep. Fredette behind the net, up to the far side. Manic working hard against the boards, helped out by Fredette. Tigers come in for it, Foster's banging around. It comes across the blue line, they dump that back in, and that's going to be an offside with all three whistles going on that one. Cutting down to the last 2 minutes of the first period action here on the OTT Sports Network. You guys tuning in from across the globe. We're loving the action, loving the love. We've got Nigeria just coming in. I'll tell you what, I'll trade you tickets for a hockey game if you guys could take me as some kind of a safari over there. I've always wanted to see a giraffe. I think it'd be really cool to have one stuffed, like the legs in my basement and then the body going through the main floor, and then there's this little head poking up in my bedroom.
Like a jungle gym for the kids.
Yeah, and you can just climb up all the way like a fire pole. Tigers coming the other way, walking in 1-on-2, 2-on-1. Back to 2-on-2 as they're pressured. Bevan in front stops that one before it gets into Graham. Bevan spinning back on the puck. Up there to Manic, back over to Foster at center, tipping that one up, can't get it all the way out. Foster spins it up to the far side. Fredette racing for it, has Manic with him. Fredette still battling against the boards. Lauber steps in, that puck gets bounced out. Now 2-on-1 the other way. Cannonberg turns, racing back in. They've got someone going towards up front of the net. Takes that shot, it goes off the side of the net. Foster on his backhand. Final minute of play of the first period. 2-0 lead right now for the Warriors, but the Tigers are pushing back hard, fighting in front of the Warriors bench. They don't know where it is. It's stuck in this skate. It's a rarity in hockey. You see it once in a while. That puck ends up in the skate and gets stuck. They blow it down. We're going to have a face-off just outside the Warriors zone with 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Bodine wins out one, back over to Lauber, flips it D to Cannonberg. Cannonberg up to Haviland, skating through center ice, tries to feed that one all the way across, gets it over to Bodine. Bodine takes a shot in and out of the glove. Now behind the net, Tigers push it up across the boards. They break out of their own zone. Not cleanly, but Bodine picks it right back up, spinning up the left wing, up against the boards. Smacked down there by the Tigers. Bodine looking for some offense, goes backwards, gets it back out to Cannonberg. Clean pass across to Lauber on the far side. Lauber with the shot, blocked in front. Tigers coming out, they got 10 seconds. They're coming the other way, 1-on-1 against Cannonberg. Come in and take that shot. Graham with a save. Rebounds picked up by Lauber, and the time's gonna wind down here. We're gonna hear the buzzer sound, and that is signaling the end of the first period. Warriors up 2-0 going into the second. I'm gonna lightly unclip my mic here so we can go and we gotta get some of Brian back in this action. I know the fans are sending all kinds of mail. A mailman was mad at me of all the fan mail that they had to deliver because of your commentary yesterday, so gotta get you back on here while I take a half of a breather in the intermission.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that first?
Yeah, I'm just joining a little bit late, Harry, but thanks for handing the mic over. We're doing this for all the viewers, and that apparently the audio feed wasn't very good. We knew we were struggling with video problems when Foster did that the first game, but apparently now struggling with some audio problems now too. When we had the two. He
trips you every time.
One thing that we want to do this time is we want to do a spotlight on a certain player. So quickly, this spotlight is on Devin Foster this time. Fun fact about Devin Foster, he started skating in Germany. I think Scott was stationed over there doing some work for Canada on a secret mission, but started skating in Germany. Another fun fact about Devin is he scored 59 goals last year in 54 games. His face-off win percentage was 58.7. He had 213 successful dumps into the zone. He had 13 plus minus on the season. I don't know who keeps those stats. Apparently those are kept by Scott Foster. So back to Harry on the call, and we'll go for another spotlight on one of our favorite Arapahoe Warriors the following game.
I love it. Now you know all you need to know about Devin Foster is the second period's about to start. Great inside notes there. But the play is underway. 2-0 lead going into this second period. The Tigers looking to claw their way back. They backhanded up the boards. DeLeo keeps that out of the zone, trying to find Weber at center. He does. Couldn't quite sneak it over to Popovic. We got a great shot of the ref's back there. Looks like he's been doing some kind of workouts. I don't know anything about workouts, or I'd mention like, I don't know, does an arm curl help your back? That's the last time I was in the gym. Tigers turning, taking the shot. Graham with a big save. Hammered over to the corner by Castillo. They step in, holding the zone here, flipping that one towards the front. Blocker saved by Graham. DeLeo trying to clear it. Now Weber on the far side. Weber and DeLeo back out to the point. Tigers with some pressure here to start this second. Now he feeds Castillo. Castillo's racing in. Here he comes. Just turns and claps one. Bad save there as Castillo had the break. Turning back around. Here he comes again. He gets bounced off, but that's going to be offside with this second period long change. And those forwards are well inside the blue line here on rink 3. Seeing what's coming in. Creston, British Columbia throwing some love out there. Great to see you guys up in BC, an hour behind. Still Saturday or Sunday morning for you. Tuning in with your coffees and margaritas, watching some Arapahoe PWA Navy hockey on the OTT Sports Network. Fighting for and kicked up. Fredette coming out of the corner with his backhand looking strong. Wanted to center that one, tried to sneak it in. Foster chasing him down. Hammered up against the boards. Fredette and Foster in there. Fredette with it now. Back out to the point. Quick pass across over to Bevan. Jumps over her stick. Now she's fighting to keep it in. The Tigers sneak out with it. Maddock on the back check. Comes back hard. Gets that one knocked away quickly. Into the dark zone there where we can't see until Bevan comes out with it. Far side jumping around. We saw this yesterday too, where there was a highs and lows, and hopefully they can figure this offensive side back out. There was a lot of great offense there in the first period. They were pressuring these Tigers. Sitting back a little bit to start the second, but I think they got it in them. They'll be right back on top of it. We're going to see a penalty. I didn't even see the penalty happen.
It was a trip, Harry.
Oh.
I think they got him on a trip.
See here, I was scrolling through my Instagram, seeing what the neighbors' cats are wearing for Halloween this year, and I missed that power play. But it is going to be 5-on-4 for the Tigers here. Stewart at center ice. That one comes back out to the point. They cleanly keep that one in. Cannonberg fighting for it. They're circling in behind the net. The Tigers trying to wrap their way around. They reverse the play. Still in behind the net. Cannonberg tips that one up. Haviland now got to clear the zone with this one. Feeds it up to Bevan on the far side here coming in. Bevan takes that shot. That one gets deflected high up off the glass. Stewart keeping the pressure on here, shorthanded as he's going in, battling against the corner. Tigers come out, tip it around, but Bevan puts a body in front. That one gets held up there by Stewart, and he goes right back the other way. Excellent penalty kill here so far from your Warriors. They get tipped right back in. Tigers can't gain any momentum here. They finally come in, but tipped right down there by Bevan. Spinning, taking the shot, goes wide of Graham over to the far side. Haviland chasing it down. puts a body in front of them, and they tip it back in. Tigers still have it with the shot. That's deflected in front, glove down. They tried to hand pass that one in there. Tigers behind the Warriors net. Coming around into the corner. Tigers still have it. 16 seconds left to go kill off this penalty. That one comes all the way out. Great job there. Turned around quickly. Those Warriors were looking for a change. They got to get back on the play. Take the shot right into the glove of Graham. Big save, holding this one off. 4 seconds left to go in the power play for the Tigers, and the Warriors have done a great job of killing this off so far. There we get some tunes back in the action. Is this Celine Dion, I think?
I think that's it.
Celine Dion back in black. Penalty is over. Player steps out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey action as the Tigers dump that one in. And Graham kicks it over to the corner. Flipped out to the point. Tipped right back in a little bit too quickly. That's going to be an offside call. 8:24 left to go. Second period action here in the OTT Sports Network. We're live at South Suburban Sports Center. Castillo drops down to take this one. It's won back by the Tigers. Popovic's going to pressure Castillo right there with him. Weber on the far side. Castillo comes out with it. Tries to tip that over. They get back onside. Castillo still has it. Castillo gets hammered up against the boards. Weber holding it in at the blue line. Back over to Castillo. He's coming out of the corner with it. Going in hard fighting. And the Tigers behind the net. Popovic gets tripped up behind the net. No call on that play. Castillo on the far side trying to come out a little bit in front of him. Now there's going to be a penalty for a trip against the Tigers, right? Okay, all right, we're going to go power play action here. Warriors see the first power play of the game. With 7:48 left to go here in the second period, the Tigers are going to go see the box for a tripping once they figured out who actually did it. Ref called it. We're going to go deep into Tigers territory for this face-off. Castillo's going to be at the draw. Popovic looking for this one. Kolcheski and Lauer back on the point. Drops down Castillo, back to Popovic with a quick backhand. It's in front of the net, loose. Popovic comes back, drops to the point, over to Kolcheski, back to Weber. Stepping in his Lauber with the shot, rifles one off the backboards. Popovic coming up on the near boards for it, backhanded through center, over to Lauber on the far side. He's gonna step in from the blue line. Centering passes in front, banging away, it's under the pad. Did it go in though is the question. And it did not. Wicked effort there, but it doesn't get under the pad. Keeping this a 2-0 game and 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in this power play opportunity for your Warriors. Foster, Manick, and Fredette get the call. Kolcheski, Lauber still out on D. Centering pass just missed there by Manick. Back out to Kolcheski. Jumps over his stick. Foster's racing back to center ice. Right across. Coming up the far side. Fredette racing to the net. Calling for it. Shot goes in. Goalie stops it. Foster comes crashing in hard. Ref goes skate in there thinking that there might have been some extracurricular activities taken.
Fire out or something.
Yeah.
Bucket of water with him. Right,
It's a good thing he skated in there. That Foster kid would have dummied him, no questions asked. That's faster than I've moved in the last 36 years of my life right there, Brian. Foster fighting for it. Back over to DeLeo on the point. DeLeo trying to flip that to Bevan. She does keep it, but it comes out. Bevan tips that one back into the corner. They dump and chase with 35 seconds left to go. In front of the net, the Tigers seek it away. Fredette steps into the play. Up against the boards, trying to backhand that one over to Bevan. They're fighting for it. Still kicking for net up against the boards. The Tigers just killing off time on this penalty right now. And they come out of the zone with it. DeLeo gets back first. The Tigers chasing DeLeo on the back. DeLeo lifts a stick. Great work there by him on the back. Foster out the backside, trying to tip it around the second player. Doesn't get it there. 3 seconds left, and the penalty's going to expire. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey action right now. Fredette's coming through neutral territory, gaining the blue line. The offensive zone's all his. He takes the shot right on that weird angle, and the goalie sees it coming, hangs onto it now. 2-0, 5-on-5 hockey action. 6:10 left to go, second period.
It's cold in this rink, Harry.
It is cold in this rink.
I'm glad you decided to wear pants.
I was not going to be wearing pants today, but when you texted me this morning and said we're playing on rink 3, I decided to put pants on. I mean, it seemed like just such a Speedo kind of day, but not in rink 3, that's for sure. Kept in there, hard work by the Warriors, pressured into the corner. Bodine back over to Stewart, tipping it up to Bodine. Coming out the far side, the Tigers looking to flip it up to center. They turn, dump it. That's going to be onside, of course, and not an icing because they were on the right side of the blue line. Sometimes I get confused between offside and icing because they're such different things. I didn't learn a lot about hockey growing up in Canada. Gavin working her way in there, out to the point, but that's not going to be kept in. DeLeo tips it in offside. Face off right here in front of us. You get to see the action. Bodine at center. He's going to have Stewart and Haviland out there with him. Kannenberg and Lauber on D. Bodine looking to get his camera shot in there, flipping his hair around before he takes the face off. One back over to Lauber. Dumps that one hard up the far boards. Tangled up there by Haviland, who's got a stick spun behind him. Puts a body into the boards, and Bodine can't quite get it. The Tigers gave the zone. Walk it in, take the shot, put that one wide. Kannenberg back on top of it. Back over to Stewart, flipping that one, looking for Haviland on the far side. It's intercepted and kicked back in offside. Stewart with a good look. Haviland skate up that far side. I don't want to call it cherry picking. I'd say they were just in the right motion. There was a good look yesterday. Bodine fed him that puck and he went in for a breakaway and scored. So this line's figuring it out, as all these players are. I'm a little bit behind the times. I still can't figure out all the names. I can say Kolchevsky though, so that's a...
Yeah, you've come a long way with that.
I've come a long way. It's been a big week for me. I got 3 gold stars on my fridge today, or this week. Lauber back in his own zone. Tipped up to Kannenberg, flips it out. Castillo putting the pressure on. They tip that back in, completely offside. The players knew it, and they told the refs, hey, blow the whistle there, we're offside.
We've got another one of those 2-goal leads, Harry.
You talked about the 2-goal leads yesterday, the day before, the week before that. I think we've been doing this since, what, 73, and you've talked about those 2-goal leads forever. We've got to get one more here. It's just that uneasy butterfly feeling that you get in your stomach. As we speak of that, the pressure by the Tigers in front. Great job there by Grahamson, battling in front. Out of the zone by Popovic, and now he's just got to race for it. Chasing it down one-on-one. Popovic getting to that puck. It's probably because of that ignite skating that he goes to. Held in by Lauber. Again, it's cross-checked from behind, taken down, no call. Castillo in the corner, bodies his guy. Back over to Weber. Backhand with Castillo. All the way back to the point. Weber still has it. Turns, shoots, deflected up off the boards. Lauber keeping this one in. Gets dumped down in the corner. There's got to be some kind of penalty coming out of this. I don't know what player's going where.
Half the players on the ice were back in that corner, Harry.
I don't know. The ref doesn't seem happy about something, and the Tigers are going to the box.
Is the box going to fit as many guys as need to go in?
Oh, just one for a trip. They're going to let the rest of those calls go. Just pull one out of the pile, and then everybody will learn their lesson, right? We're back on the power play. 3:56 left to go, second period here. Looking to build on this 2-goal lead. Foster set to take the draw. Foster with a backhand win over to Manick in the corner. Manick powering his way through. Foster picking it up behind the net, trying to center that pass. Fredette with it with the shot, the tip. It's bouncing around. It's still loose. Pushing and shoving. Nobody knows where the puck is. The Tigers come with it. Fredette puts all the pressure on that. Still has it, trying to dump it back into the corner to Foster. Kicks it up to his own stick. Back over to the point. Kolczewski keeping that one in. Jumps over, and now they're racing back the other way as the Tigers come in. Really shorthanded, just turn and fire that one into the corner. Over to the far side, Manick coming up with it. He's going to skate this one all the way through. Still has it, working his way out of the corner. Has the players in front with the tip to Fredette. Great feed there by Manick. Just couldn't find the handle on it. Was Fredette. Shot back in, tipped into the corner. Kolczewski keeping this one in. Towards the front, Foster behind the net. DeLeo pumping that one in. Wraparound attempt off the post and held onto by the goalie. 31 seconds left in this power play, and they're taking advantage of every opportunity of the man advantage. That's too many times to say advantage in one breath. I'm going to stop taking advantage of saying advantage.
30 seconds left here, Harry. Let's see
30 seconds left in the power play. Beaudin set to fix this at the draw. Back out to Stewart, tips it to the point. Bevan goes cross ice with it. She has it on her backhand, flipping it towards the front of the net, off the goalie's blocker. Haviland swings a stick at it, back out to Bevan on the point. Into Haviland in the corner, battling against one of the players. They both go down. Haviland tries to backhand that one out. Beaudin couldn't reach it. Now the Tigers come out of their own zone the other way. Great tip there by Kannenberg as he spins the action around. Kannenberg walks in with it, flips it towards the net. That one's blocked. Haviland chases it into the corner. Tip back against the boards, still fighting for it. Up off the boards, Bevan can't reach it. And Kannenberg comes back for it. Backhands that one, clears the zone. Bevan with the puck. Passes up to the far side to Haviland. He walks in, looking to dangle, little bit of a drag, and he takes the shot, firing it 18.72 centimeters wide.
How many inches was that, Harry?
How many inches is that? 18.72, 74? No. I don't know. What's the conversion on that?
About 8 inches.
I think it's about there. 30 centimeters in a foot, so. Haviland's still backhanding that one in. I'm doing math in my head, and that's just going to mess me up for the whole day. Here comes Stewart pushing it towards the front of the net. It's stripped, and the Tigers are coming out of their own zone the other way. Tigers 2-on-2, walking in. Gain the blue line, snaking through. Kolczewski back with it. They fire that one wide. Coming back, Beaudin chasing it down. Tigers get to the puck at their own end. The first, 1:22 left to go in this second period. Still clinging to a 2-goal lead. That one gets bumped out. They wait back onside. Beaudin at the blue line. Beaudin looking for Popovic. Pop goes into the corner, backhand centering pass. Beaudin's peeling off for a change. Weaver comes out and gets his stick on it. Weaver fighting into the corner. Backhanded out. Castillo with the shot. Blocked in front. Final minute of play. Second period action as the red circle tripped up Popovic, but he goes diving in for it. Still managing to hang on the offensive zone. Weaver coming out of the pile. Banged in. Weaver behind the net, or into the corner now. Shot fired by Popovic, blocked down. Tigers behind their own net, trying to get out of their own zone here. As we're coming down to the last 32 seconds of play in this period, Lauber holds it in on the point and chases it all the way down into the corner. Castillo back holding the point up, backhands that one into Weber. It's turned, it's bounced down the ice. Still 18 seconds to go. They got a race for this one. It's going to come down. They're not going to hold on to that. They're going to feed that over to the side. Tip back up. Castillo's got 10 seconds to see what kind of magic he can work. Comes across the blue line. Fired in hard on the right wing. Takes that shot and just misses short side as it goes off the goalie's pad. Buzzer sounds. Second period action is over. We're still clawing onto that 2-0 lead going into the third as these players circle around their coaches in front of the bench, getting ready for their instructions, moving into the third frame of this action.
You know, Harry, I love the use of the word claw as we battle with these felines over the weekend. We had the
Claw.
Jaguars,
Yep.
the Tigers. Oh my.
Jaguars and Tigers and Lions, oh my. And butterflies, yes. We talked about the Butterfly Pavilion yesterday. That one I digested after we gained a 3-goal lead.
Should we go back to the OTT fan text line, Harry? Why don't we read this? This one's coming in from one of our viewers in Guatemala, as you gave a shout out to them yesterday as our largest contingent of fans. Question is, how thick is the ice rink of these NHL arenas? You want to take that one, Harry?
Wow, put me on the spot. I can't even read the rule book correctly, but you're going to probably correct me on this. I'm guessing it's 4 inches.
Oh, Harry, that is very, very far off. It's 0.75,
0.75?
3/4 of an inch.
Oh,
it
wait.
is.
Sorry, that probably makes sense. I'm talking in man terms here because what I tell my wife is 4 inches turns out to be 0.75. I mean, when we're measuring to do like garden work and stuff, right?
I think what you must have been thinking about is the average rink of an ODR, an outdoor rink, and that needs to be 4 inches to be able to handle the skaters.
So you don't go through the ice. Yeah, okay, that's where I was messed up there.
Yeah, no problem there. I should have been a little bit more.
But is there a loony buried at the center of this ice? That's the question. Everybody knows the history of that, right? The Salt Lake City Olympics, the Canadian ice makers buried a loony at center ice, and the Canadian men and women's teams both went on to win gold medals that year in Salt Lake. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that's something that we can do. As our Arapahoe Warriors will probably be battling for a state championship later on this year. Maybe we can try and bury something in the center of the ice where we're playing on.
That'll be a plan. I better clip this back on here as we're going into third period action. It's 2-0 still. Trying to get their way out of this 2-goal lead into that 3-goal lead that Brian says is so important. Fredette coming up with the left wing. I see some players on the ice. I see sticks flying. I can't see much. And now it comes behind the Tigers' net. Around to the far side. Kept out. Oh, DeLeo there. Bevan racing back for it now, one-on-one. Bevan turns, bangs that one back up. Great defensive play. DeLeo kicks that out to Fredette, who has Foster calling for it at center ice. Now Foster steps around. He's walking in 1-on-0. Foster looking with the dirty angles, and he flips that one back. Pulled the goalie right out of his skates and buries that for the 3-goal lead we've been talking about. Fredette with a beauty feed and Foster with an unbelievable finish. That's how he scored those goals last year you were talking about.
Yeah. I think he scored 175 goals last year.
175 goals? Or I thought it was 59 in your first period. 275 goals in 18 games last year?
Yes.
All like that one. Getting rewarded for that good effort. These players are still out here, Foster.
And most importantly, Harry, we do no longer have a 2-goal lead. It's up to 3.
We've got the 3-goal lead, exactly. Looking for that fourth. They fire that one. It just goes up over the net. Centering back over. Glove down by the goalie. Out to the point. DeLeo holding that in. Quick rifle back in behind the net. Fredette's going to go chase this one down into the corner. Fredette still circling. Tip that one up high. Keeping it in as Manic on the far side just shovels that into Foster in the corner. Uh-oh, got a player who went down.
Let's hope he's okay.
He was all by himself there, but he's holding his knee. Let's hope he is okay. Gonna take a second here to make sure. The crowd on their feet here applauding that player for getting up. And we're all on our feet because there's actually no seating in this rink. It just looks like a constant standing O. Tried to start the wave earlier, but there's not enough room to move your arms around.
And everyone's too cold.
And everybody's too cold to take their hands out of their pockets. Bodine wins one back to the point. Turn fired in. Just looked like it stumbled the goalie there a little bit. Back in shot. Cannonberg with the rifle in front. Puck is still loose. Hammering around for it. Bang down there was Haviland. He goes into the corner. One player goes down. That's got to be Stewart in there with him. Haviland back out to Bodine with his backhand in front. Still loose. Bodine's got it. Bodine spin around being hooked up there. Now they're chasing it back the other way. Stewart gets on top of that, back over to Lauber. Lauber up to Bodine. That one jumps over the blue line. The Tigers are coming the other way. They coming across the offensive zone. Turn, take that shot. Graham with the easy save into the corner. Haviland behind his own net, trying to flip this one up to Stewart. Flips it up, and it's picked up by the Tigers. Now Stewart, Lauber's got it. Lauber's coming out, checks up, has Bodine in front of him, gets it across the blue line, fighting against 3 players. Tipped back up against the boards and held in. They change up. Bodine now has it. Comes through the blue line. Turn around the other way. Pushed off the puck there by Lauber. Back up to Popovic. Dumps that one into center ice for Bodine to pick it up. Bodine skating around. The Tigers pick his pocket. He's not giving up on that play though. Bodine going back the other way. Stealing his wallet back from him. And then they're fighting at the blue line. Popovic dumps it up over to Bodine. Picked up by the Tigers, come down the far side. Weber chasing him down hard.
That's offside.
Fans are calling for an offside here. The refs didn't see it. I didn't see it either, so we're not going to call it. Oh, tipped in front. Grimm jumps down on top of that one. Bouncing puck loose in his feet. Keeping this 3-0 right now. 9:02 left to go. Third period action. Harry Haviland and Brian Bodine here with you on the OTT Sports Network on a lovely Sunday afternoon here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado at South Suburban Sports Complex. Today the Avs start their preseason as well. 1 o'clock game this afternoon. Not going to be able to make it to it, but getting pumped for a hockey season here in Colorado. A lot of excitement around these Avs. Not sure how the Broncos are doing. We're not going to talk about that. They're playing right now against Miami too.
Last I saw it was 7-14. Broncos were losing.
Broncos were down 14-7. I'm not sure where we're at now, but
I'll go ahead and check that out.
I know all these fans are asking for that because they've shut off their football for the afternoon until this game's over. This is the most important sports broadcasted to everybody across the globe.
I don't have good news report. The Broncos are down 35-10.
35-10, the Broncos are down.
1 minute left.
What's more important is Weaver passes that one in. Popovic coming in on the break, takes a shot and buries that one. Pop with a beauty shot, finishing that one off. They take the 4-0 lead here with 8:39 left to go in the third period.
I think I got the camera turned just in time.
Did you get it there? Great speed there. Good feed by Weaver, and Pop is off to the races. Back over to DeLeo. Looking for Weaver. DeLeo's going to backhand that one up. Weaver chasing it in, has Popovic with him. Kick back out at the blue line by the Tigers. They come across center ice. Tigers walking their way in. Flip that one from long range. Tips it right in. DeLeo on his tape into the corner. Back over to Kolchevsky. Kolchevsky will go to the far side to Castillo. A little bit out of his reach. Dump back in behind. Kolchevsky's going to chase this one in behind his own net again. Gets it tipped away here as the Tigers come out. Looking for that sneak play. Kolchevsky looking for Weaver now. Dumps it the other side. Castillo's going to be the first one to it. Castillo with a centering pass to Weaver just behind him, and the Tigers managed to keep it in. DeLeo's going to force this one into the corner. Tigers centering. Back out to the point. They're not giving up on this yet. Popovic isn't either. He's gone now. Goes around 2, and here comes Popovic looking for a second consecutive. Takes the shot, flips up over the shoulder, and he gets another one. Back-to-back breaks there by Popovic. Capitalizing on both opportunities. And we're off to the races with a 5-0 lead here with only 7:38 left to go in the game. Great speed and effort there. They're not giving up.
Good effort there, Harry.
He banged that one off the boards a couple of times, and he was at the end of a long shift too, so credit to whatever leg workouts he does and that cardio. He's on the bike. I heard his dad makes him ride the bike 30 hours a week, minimum. Foster here at center ice, wins that one back over to Cannonberg. Cannonberg flips it towards the net. Pad save. Maddock going in hard against it. And a bunch of players I can't see through the glass. Back over to Cannonberg. In behind, in front. Fredette looking for it. Manic getting it to him. A little bit of pushing and shoving in front. Oh, that goon Foster getting involved.
He's at the center of it like usual.
Yep. Holding on to a healthy lead here with 7:30 left to go. Foster's still at the dot, deep in the Tigers' territory, looking to build on this lead. Trying to set a presence here. Only 3 games into the regular season for this team, 2-0, and leading here in the third period of their third regular season game. Foster into the corner, spins that one back around. Always a hustle when you see that kid skating. Cannonberg at the point, back over. That one stays onside as Bevan kicks it in. Foster spins it back around. Cannonberg up to the point. Tipped in front, looking for the tip. Sorry, it was Fredette. Goes into the far corner. Back behind the net now. Tigers trying to get it back out. Cannonberg holds it into the point. Foster looking for the tip. Back over to the Tigers. Can't clear their own zone here as there's just too much pressure coming from the Warriors side. Cannonberg back up off the glass. Dumps that one in deep for Foster. Behind the net. Tigers spin. That's just such a hard angle. I can't see anything there. I know you guys can't see it at home either. But we can just make believe in our head. In that corner, actually, there's 3 unicorns. And they're all dumping out Skittles and stuff, so that's why the kids spend so much time in there. They're just eating candy.
You got a good view of the ref, I'll say that.
Still banging around in that same corner, back and forth. Spinning back. Centering pass finally off the pad of the goalie. Backhanded there. Foster trying to get that one in. Tipped out, and it's finally cleared out by the Tigers. Cannonberg and Bevan discussing who's going to pick this puck up.
Icing was waved off.
Icing waved off. Bevan has the puck. Making that pass up to Manic. Doesn't get out of the zone the first attempt or the second attempt. Bodain's going to give it on a third attempt. Bodain now on his backhand coming up the left wing. Bodain across the blue line. Looking to take that shot. Flipped in front. Loose puck. He can't find a rebound there. Stewart digging for it, and the goalie couldn't hang on to it. It's loose and picked back up by the Tigers. Kicked over and in front. Stewart back to Bodain. Held into the point. Kicked over to Lauber. Over to the far side. Bodain with the shot. Going down behind is the Tigers there. Stewart's putting some pressure on him. Back to Bodain. The goalie has no stick. Lauber with the shot. Flips that one in. Finding it home. All kinds of pressure by the Warriors there. Lauber finally finds the net. Goalie without his stick and down. And I think they've taken the wind out of the Tigers' sails now. This team is doing what is expected of them. I'm happy to see. I know you guys at home are impressed and pumped for the efforts that these kids are putting in right now. We got some excited parents over here. Stewart with it now. Coming in, breaking in, takes a shot. Rebound still loose. Bodain crashing in on top of it. Haviland with him there in the corner. Banging back out to Lauber at the point. Dumped all the way down the ice. We're going to see an icing call on that one for sure. So they're racing down for it. We're going to see 4:37 left on the clock. We're going to go all the way down the other side. 6-0 lead right now for your Warriors over these Tigers. Kids continuing to put pressure on, doing what they've been trained to do and play hockey. Castillo out there for the face-off. Castillo back over to Weber. Weber fighting for it. The Tigers get it off their stick. Popovic on the back. Lauber puts a shoulder into it. They're getting that tip of that one offside. Back over to Popovic. Popovic coming in the left wing. Popovic hard into the corner with it. Spun back around. Tigers back over to the point. Kolcheski keeps that in. Kolcheski with a shot on the knees in the corner. Back out towards the front of the net. Out to the point. Lauber's going to step in on this one. Lauber circling around, goes down into the corner. Castillo puts a body into the boards, and he's going to get called for that one. They went after him after, but there's going to be the original call there. Castillo with a little bit of a body, putting the Warriors at a man short here for the next. What have we been playing? 1 minute and 30 penalties, right?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked. I always look up when there's like 52 seconds left, and I can't tell time, so I don't know how much time's gone past before that. 3:54 left to go in this game, though. Thanks for sticking with us and not turning back over to that stupid Broncos game. Deep in the Warriors zone. Tigers looking to take this face off. Foster wins that one back over to Bevan. Bevan up the far side to Manic. Manic up off the boards, just clears the zone. Killing off this penalty. Bevan back with it at her blue line. Kicks it back up to her feet. Going through center ice. Going back around. Bevan still walking with it. Bevan coming in shorthanded, coming up the left side. Power toward the front of the net. Still wrapping her way around. Backhand pass in front. Picked back up by the Tigers. Foster climbing into the crease there. And Bevan takes a hit against the side. Foster pressuring up. Working as hard as they can to keep this penalty kill in the offensive zone. Manic with a great angle there. Puck comes up under the chin. DeLiu now fighting for it. Backhanded up. Action doesn't get any closer to you than this is right now, folks. DeLiu goes down hard. He was taken out. Spun back around, and now they're on a break coming in. Pushed over to the side. Foster push. Great save there by Graham, hanging on to this one with a little under 3 minutes left to go. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. OTT Sports Network kicking it with you still. We are almost done this game. Looking forward to next weekend. We have got a game here against Arvada for sure. I don't know if we've got another one coming up as well. We'll keep you posted. You can check it out. I will post the schedule on my Facebook. That's Harry Haviland. Just search for me. I'm the guy with the OTT cup as my picture. If not, subscribe to this YouTube channel and all the games will pop up live as they're about to happen. OTT Sports Network is here for you guys all season long. That's the only reason we're here. It has nothing to do with these kids and how much fun we have watching them play hockey. It's for the viewers at home. Coming around behind their own net now, the Tigers looking to work their way out. O'Dane gets knocked down there. Kicked in, that one goes wide. Lauber fighting for it. O'Dane goes down on it. All the way out. Racing back for it. They're going to pick it up first as the Tigers. Coming back around, Castillo checking and pushing them back the other way. Tigers coming in. Great job there by Fredette, coming back lifting the stick. Hard up the far side. Goes down for his efforts. The puck is loose behind the net, picked up by the Tigers. Haviland chasing him down, forcing him back the other way behind the net. Kicked up off the far boards, pressuring in there is Lauber as he's going to come up off the blue line. 5-on-5 for the last minute and 40 seconds of this hockey. Haviland helping out there with Lauber. Goes in behind to Stewart. Stewart behind the net. Backhand in front. Haviland looking for the tip. Tigers are going to get that one. And coming out of their own zone, Bodine strips some of that one. Tipped now by Cannonberg. Back over to Lauber in the corner. Coming out of their own zone. No, they can't get it. Tigers in front. Turned it, taking the shot. Oh, the Tigers score one there. Loose in front. They break that S word that I wasn't going to talk about. It's 6-1 now with 1:05 left to go. Salmonella, that's the S word, right? Salmonella? Six to 1 as the Tigers did not give up on that. Kept pressuring hard. Oh. The ref just had to step off the ice here. He's not doing so well. Want to make sure he doesn't need. Oh, we're down to 2 refs here to finish this one. Weber coming across the blue line looking to gain that one back. Popovic on the far side, he's looking for his hattie as he fires that one towards the center. Glove save there, quick flip there by the mitt of the goaltender. We're down to 48 seconds left to go here in this game. Back out to the point. DeLeo goes cross ice, that one bounces off. Chased over to Kochelski on the far side. He gets knocked down into the corner and no call on that one. Oh, there is a call. The ref's hand is up, waiting for them to tag up on that play. And with 23 seconds left on the clock, they're going to give 88 Blue a little bit of a roughing call. Because they went hard into the corner. And he looks like he's chirping his way back over to the box too. I don't know what that's about, but. Down there. I don't know what's going on right now. We got a ref coming out of the game. We've got.
Is that a penalty?
There was a. He did. He called. There's no 88 Blue, but the coaches are saying, hey, they called a penalty. He called a roughing penalty into the corner, but now there's nobody in the box. They just decided, no. They just decided, no, we're not going to take a penalty. We're just going to take it back into the offensive zone and drop the puck. I've really got to read this rule book because I'm blown away. 28, yeah. Yeah, 28 Black, the one who hammered Kochelski to the corner, right? Yeah. I mean, it was a penalty. It was a hard hockey play, but it's still a penalty. Okay, we've got 23 seconds left to go in this game. We're almost done. You guys have been a treat to talk to for the last hour and a half because nobody's complained once. I haven't checked my email though yet, so I haven't read the comments. I think there is a way to pop up the comments so people can comment live. We'll have to figure that one out. And we're gonna figure out the mics too because we can't do this without Brian on the mic with me as well. But we want to get you guys the best sound quality. The OTT stops at nothing for best quality production. I mean, how are we ever going to make it to the big time if we don't give them the best every time? This one comes across, and your Warriors go 3-0 to start this season with a 6-1 victory here against the Colorado Tigers. It has been a blast with you this weekend. I'm going to get back under the overpass and sell some more carnations so I can afford those headsets so you can hear me and Brian go at it next weekend for sure. I think on Sunday we're playing Arvada right here. I don't know if there's anything else, but check it out. Harry Haviland at Facebook, or check us out here, YouTube. Follow this channel. It'll pop up on your screen. And until next week, on behalf of everybody at the OTT Sports Network, we thank you for coming out and checking in with us. I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.